You fool! I've been trained in your Jedi arts by Count Dooku!
I know.
Hello there everyone, this is IndominusVader, and today's Minifig Monday I'll be showing you how to make a cape for your General Grievous. Now, if you do enjoy this video, why not drop a like and subscribe, as it's greatly appreciated and shows the support for this channel.
Do it.
Before we get started with the tutorial, let me just show you what this cape looks like. So this cape has red color in the inside and a gray color in the outside, and it has the symbols in the back, the stripes. For comparison, this is what he would look like wearing a regular cape. If you wanted to use a purist Lego cape, you just use a red one and a gray one. That's the way you want to go. Now, I am aware that you can get a cape for General Grievous on a website for about $5 plus shipping, but if you don't want to do that and want to make it yourself, this is the video for you. So here are all the things you're going to need to make this cape. A pen that has a pretty inky, a gray sharpie, a red sharpie, unless you have colored paper, a glue stick, a hole puncher, scissors, and one sheet of paper. And also, you will need a normal Lego cape to start things off, unless you want to eyeball it when you're drawing. So I do advise that you use a regular Lego cape. So the first thing you're going to want to do is grab your cape, your regular cape, and trace it with your pen. It doesn't really have to be perfect, but as long as it gets the general shape. Once you've traced the whole cape apart from the bottom, you have to extend it by about this much, about like a finger's length. If you're not too sure about the size, I would advise making it longer than shorter, making it too long rather than too short, because if it's too long, you can just cut off the bottom with the scissors to make sure that it's the nice right size, so that it's not going too much past General Grievous's feet. So once you've done that, you're gonna have to fold like this, and then cut right here. Sorry. So that you have a piece of paper like this, because you're going to have to make two of these so that you can have it two sides. So then, once you have like this, you can sort of see it through the paper. And then you just cut that outline, and you should have two pieces. So yeah, it's not that hard to make this, but there's one thing you need. It's
Patience.
make sure it's nice and even, not too jagged. Make sure it's straight and smooth. Once you've finished cutting it out, you should have two identical pieces. If you're having trouble with this, you should be sure to ask an adult for help. Then you line them up again, and you cut through this part over here, the middle. I'd advise cutting a bit longer than the regular capes, because General Grievous has a bit of a wide shoulder, and cut like very small little snippets, little triangles, to make it a little bit wider. The gap where it folds, like this. Take out these excess. See, like so. If you want to make sure that both sides are perfect, you could fold it like this and see if they're both identical, and then cut out the edges to make sure both sides are identical, but I'm not going to do that right now. And then you grab your hole puncher, and these don't have to be the exact same size, the ones that I drew. They're just an indication of where the general area you should cut, you should puncture. Yours, as you can see, there's some outlines here, but we can solve that problem later when I'll show you when you stick them together. Make sure you don't punch your hole too close to the edge like I did here. This isn't my only cape. I have a good one here, so it's fine for me. So make sure you don't leave too thin of a bridge here between the paper, or else it might get a little bit torn. So yeah, now let's get to coloring. Paper that you folded a couple times so that you've got a nice surface, because Sharpies are very, very unpredictable. They might go through the paper and go and stain your table. Then you grab this. Now you see the way that there's black markings? I suggest coloring the other side, because this side is going to be stuck against this one. So the way I advise you to shade it in is sideways so that there aren't any marks. Like this. Like this, as you can see, there's a lot of sharpie. If you see any white patches, just go over it again. Make sure you don't color upwards, because then it leaves a mark. Make sure it's always colored sideways, like this, so that you don't leave a mark. And if you feel like this one's a bit cloudy, as you can see, so just go over it again until it's nice and even, like this one here. So this one has a nice even color. I won't spend up so much time with that. Then you repeat the same thing with this red one, but of course using the red sharpie. Now the red sharpie you'll find is very bright, and usually General Grievous's cape is more like a dark red. But trust me, it gets darker because of the amount of times that you've gone over with the sharpie. So it won't be that bright when it's up against the gray here, like so. Of course, you guys might want to do it better than this. This is just my mock-up because I already did one that's pretty good here, so it's a bit better there. Trust me, in person it's darker than it actually is on camera. On camera it's very bright, but it's darker than it looks. All right, so yeah, that's it for the two capes. Now let's get on to the symbols in the back. Now these symbols in the back, I'd advise getting a picture up on your phone and looking at them just to find the right dimensions. Don't do it straight away on your cape. Practice on a piece of paper first. But since I already did mine, I'll do it on this cape already. I won't really be using this template. I already have a good one. So get the pen you used before to mark it out. Make sure it's a black or gray. So then you find your middle, which is here. Then a line like that, a curve. Repeat it. Make sure it's nice and mirrored as well as you possibly can. Then do like a little dip. Like so. Pardon me, I'm no artist, but you guys can do it as best as you can, as best as your abilities. Then do a little hook here. If it's not good, you can just do it again because you'll be shading it in anyway. So this one is a bit wide. Yeah, something like that. Oh, it's too bad.
I don't even know what I'm doing here. We're wasting our time.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys.
I cannot teach him. The boy has no patience.
Oh my god, sorry about that, guys. I lost my patience. But anyway, nobody's perfect. Once you've practiced a few times on a piece of paper, it can look pretty good. I'm really happy with the one I have here. This one, not so much. But you guys try the best of your ability to make this as best as you can. And then, once you're ready, oh yes, you get the glue and you stick it together. Grab your glue stick, grab your red cape. Make sure it's all to the edges so that you don't have any of them folding up and flipping about. Then once you have that all glued up, you try to line them up as fast as possible. Once you've stuck it together, it's nice like this, and you will notice that there's some red parts bleeding through, and that's why you can just trim it with your scissors.
So what happens next? Well, everyone's gonna say the word hope so much it hurts your ears. No, that's fun.
And hopefully, at the end of this, you'll have something that looks a bit like this. Hopefully. Now guys, I hope this was somewhat useful to you, and how you apply it to Grievous. You just slip it in right there, and then you just attach it to his head. And as I mentioned in the beginning, if it's too long, you can just snip the bottom. Well guys, this is the end of the video. I want to thank you all for watching this tutorial, and I hope you guys enjoyed. And I'll see you all later. May the force be with you. Goodbye!